So recently I was at the gym and for whatever reason my earphones was messing up. And so I'm listening to the music that they have playing in the PA system. And all of a sudden I heard Panama, Panama. And I said, I know who that is. I've heard the song before, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And once I left the gym, finished my workout, I typed it in on iTunes, and it was Van Halen. And I remember we did the Eruption video, Eddie Van Halen guitar solo. I'm like, man, I haven't reacted to Van Halen since. And I was amazed that I knew that song and, that it was Van Halen. So I just said I wanted to hear the whole song. I never heard the whole song. Like I said, I know the chorus, or I heard the chorus, but never quite heard the whole song, never seen the music video. And just excited to get back into Van Halen. So this is Van Halen, Panama, official music video. We'll follow along. We'll do song research afterwards. But I'm excited, man, to get back into Van Halen, listen to Eddie Van Halen destroy the guitar, and just delve back into Van Halen, man. So let's not waste no time, man. Let's go. So as I sit here and look at Van Halen, I could tell they were definitely on the more popular side of the 80s. Boy, does this video and their fashion and everything scream 80s. And for a band that I've heard so much about, not into detail, but I've definitely heard about them a lot. I guess this is more of a question for y'all. And I recently asked about some of the bands and who kind of dominated what era, who dominated from 80, 85, 85 to 90. I would love to know more about Van Halen's run. I know they are widely successful. They've sold over 100 million records. But unlike AC/DC or Zeppelin or the Stones, it's like they're not on, even though they have comparable success, it's like they just aren't on that level. At least that's how it appears to me from the outside looking in and learning. It's like even though they have all the credentials and they have all the success, I would assume, I guess, hardcore rock fans aren't like the biggest fans of them. Is that fair to say? I'm genuinely asking. I don't know anything. I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. I'm learning. Y'all let me know, like how like what is the reputation of Van Halen? Like, are they too poppy for a lot of people, or are they widely respected? Everybody loves them. Just a genuine question. I'm genuinely asking.
We're running a little bit hot tonight. I can barely see the road from the heat coming on. Reach down between my legs, ease the seat back. She's running, I'm flying, right behind it, real me now. Got the feeling, power searing, busy popping, ain't no stopping now.
That's crazy. Yo, if that's really something they did at their live shows, hanging upside down by a freaking zip line thing and playing guitar, hanging upside down and drinking and everything, that's insane. That's one hell of a show. But I saw, or I could tell based off of the first Van Halen reaction, the Eruption guitar solo video, their crowds are pretty crazy, and I could tell they put on a great show. David Lee Roth, that's my lead singer's name, right? Let me double check. It's been so long since I reacted to Van Halen. Let me double check, but I believe that's his name, David Lee Roth. Yes, David Lee Roth. David, he's definitely the more active lead singer that I've seen in regards to showmanship and performing. I've seen a bunch of different styles. You know, Brian Johnson is more, he's active, but he's singing. He really trying to sing his heart out. You know, you got the Janis Joplin style where it's just feeling the music and just pouring your heart into it. Of course, you got the Robert Plant, just selling sex, selling rock and roll, just selling the goods. You got that style. Again, Chester, very just sing his heart out. So he's more on the performative side, David Lee Roth. He's just kind of all over the place doing martial arts and backflips and splits, and I mean, he's very active. And that's good. That's great. Yeah, Van Halen, they definitely appeared to be more on the poppier side. And again, I knew this song just off of like, I would love to know everything that this song was in. I don't think I heard it in a movie, But I've definitely heard this song in passing like a million times. I would love to know where it's been placed over the years. Like if it's been in commercials and stuff like that. Let's see here. In pop culture, Family Guy. Yeah, a couple of video games. I feel like it's been in so much more, but okay. That's all they have here. It was number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100. Released 1984. From the third single from their 1984 album. Recorded in 1983. Classified as glam metal, heavy metal, hard rock. Heavy metal? This would be considered heavy metal? I don't know. Heavy, like heavy metal. Maybe I'm a little bit like warped and jaded with the other songs that have been labeled heavy metal. I didn't feel heavy metal. Definitely glam, and I'll go hard rock, but heavy, nah. Okay, they were on Warner Brothers at the time. Everybody appears to have writing credit. That's dope. That's dope. And another thing that I really pulled away from this song was the riff. And I could tell Eddie Van Halen, he's by far one of the more well-rounded guitarists that I've heard. And I didn't see his name much when I raised the question a couple of weeks ago about the greatest guitarist of all time. I saw his name a couple of times, but not that much. But I do know his name is widely regarded as one of the best. So I find that interesting that so many people don't have him in their top 5. And look, it's a tough list. A lot of great guitarists, and not everybody could be in the top 5. But I just find that interesting that Eddie Van Halen is such a big name. I didn't see that much. But yeah, Van Halen, Panama, 100% can see why this song is still used to this day. It's very fun. It's very catchy, energetic. It really epitomizes the 80s, especially when you pair it with the video. But Van Halen, man, they seem like a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And I could tell they sold a lot of records and sold out around the world because they just have that type of music, that feel, where it just feels like big superstar, rock stars, big rock stars, you know? And yeah, to my question, I really would want to know, like, how is Van Halen like regarded within the culture of rock and roll music? Like, are they considered a little too poppy, a little too PG-13? And mind you, I've only heard like 2 hits. Yeah, two hits. And a guitar solo. So I've yet to really delve deeper into their catalog. But based off of those 2 songs, I could tell they made a lot of music that was like radio friendly and really kind of hit every demographic, so just very curious about that. But y'all let me know in the comments section. As always, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time with Van Halen. Peace.